back to the Monday edition of the Rockhound channel. Whew. It's another beautiful morning, and I decided to come on out here to my yard once more and look for some beautiful coins. And this place has been a gift that keeps on giving. I do not understand it. This place is absolutely insane. If you guys have been following, I turned around and come up with a bunch of beautiful, let's see, we got Indian head wheat cents, we've got a couple Mercury dimes, a couple other ones that I have no idea yet what they are and what year they are because they're just so worn out. So guys, stick around. We're going to go ahead, check this entire yard out one more time here with the Gold Monster 1000. So stay tuned. Now before we get started digging our targets today, I'm going to go ahead and just go over some cool steps that I take when I go out coin hunting, relic hunting, whatever it may be. I'm going to show you the kit that I take out there with me every time I'm in the field. So whenever I'm out, I'm going to go ahead and do some of this stuff. I'm going to make certain that I got myself some decent bags with me to keep them coins separated. So I always carry a decent bundle of these. You pick these up over at Walmart, Dollar General, any of your 5 and dime stores, they'll carry these as well. Or even some decent little Ziploc baggies will do just fine. Also, you also want to have yourself a decent triplet loop. That's what I call them. Basically an 80X. I actually carry something a little bit different than that. I always carry it in a waterproof bag. Now this one here, I get it up out of my bag. I use this quite a bit. This guy is made by Jarlink. Decent product. And this here has got a multitude of different kinds of lenses up on there. I got the 30, I got the 90, and I got the 80X up in there as well. Plus the UV, which is pretty good for all your relics.
Over our equipment.
Absolutely. And of course, as you hear, guys, I am joined by none other than Mr. Bransel. He is over here, so he knows all the steps. I'm just taking our guys through this today.
Okay.
So,
hey guys.
Obviously, we go ahead and take ourselves a small toothbrush with us and a small rag. And this one here is super fine bristle. That way, you're not going to damage any of your coins or your relics. That way, they're staying in pristine shape. I also go ahead and take them all home, and then when I get them home, I soak them all up in some rinse-aid and water. I'll let that sit for about, about 3 or 4 hours. And I'll just carefully go through it there with my fingers first to be sure that everything's off there, all the mud clumps and whatnot. Then I'll go after with my brush and my rag to be sure that I keep that patina. Well, so as you can see here, got a few targets already picked out. I'll tell you what, some of these are humdingers. They were really screaming out here on the Gold Monster 1000, and they sounded pretty shallow. So we got a few right here beyond the camera view. Let me tell you, absolutely beautiful. Last couple coins that we come out of here, there's a Mercury dime that's, oh God, gotta be close to maybe early 1900s. It looks like it. I got to get through there with the jeweler's loop, see what it looks like. But you guys can see them right now, so have a gander at these. And that's not all, guys. We turned around a couple years back, went out to the Wisconsin River in 2 different places. One place in the Dells and then another area in Portage. And I was out there with the CTX 3030 and the Gold Monster here and found a ton of coins, guys, which you guys will see right there. And with those targets, guys, oh my goodness. That one in particular out there with that dime spill, I must have been out there close to almost 3 hours with the CTX. That was insane. And then all those wheat cent pennies, that was right here with this border. I tell you what, they were anywhere between 3 to 4 inches in the ground, and it seemed like a big old wide swath of it. Almost looked like somebody had lost their entire change purse in one area. It was a massive coin smell. So guys, we got our targets already picked out. So stay tuned, guys. Let's see what we find. Now, before I even get started, guys, I gotta be the Debbie Downer and go through the rules and regulations and some things that you need on the field. Number 1, if you're gonna dig a hole, always fill it. And with what we're doing out here in metal detecting, guys, don't need a huge hole for just a small tiny target such as a coin. Now, just be sure that you do that. Check your rules and regulations where you're at. That includes all your local city parks, any of your waysides, and areas that, well, may look like something that you may need some approval for. Now, what I meant by all of that is you best be checking out your rules and regulations, guys. Go check out with your local city department and your city works or such that deal with parks around in your area. Give them a call. See if it's okay to go ahead and metal detect on those public parks. Now, if you decide to go ahead and check out your rental property that you're currently at, be sure that you contact the property owner first to see if it's okay to go ahead and detect your backyards and your side yards. Sometimes folks don't mind it, and then sometimes people do. So always be sure to contact your property owner if you are a rental agreement. See what that says about anything concerning the yard. Otherwise, be sure to contact your landlord to be sure that you are able to go ahead and metal detect and dig your yard. And in case you don't know who to get in touch with, I can give you a couple lists here of just some folks that you possibly get in touch with. Number 1 is going to be your local DNR, your Department of Natural Resources. Second would be possibly the BLM if you are looking at some areas that have got some mountainous terrain or natural preserves. Another couple other areas that I would suggest is to be sure that you contact your local city officials or any of your local city works departments. Alright guys, I brought out Brandon our afternoon coffee. I'm going to go ahead and set that up. He's got a target over here. It sounds like I'm going to have to sniff out with the CTX. So that's what I'm probably going to do after we get ourselves some Joe in us.
Awesome, thank you.
So, without further ado, guys, enjoy.
Cheers.
We'll be back at this in just a bit.
Underneath that root.
Brando just turned around and found something absolutely incredible, guys. Take a look at that. That, to me, looks to be some kind of a medallion, a piece of jewelry. There's hints of gold on it. That's gold plate probably, but that definitely is something very unique.
Target.
So he's got a few more targets to go over here, and then he's on to my divots, which I gotta take a moment, show him where those are, and then he'll be digging those up here shortly. All right, guys, we went ahead. We're gonna go ahead and put that booger back in that bucket, give it a good wash. I've already got him squared away onto the next target. He is hot on it. What you got there, brother? Telling you, they've been anywhere between the 4 and 6 inch range. That's what's crazy. So, it's got to be close in there. Yeah, you hear it? That's messed up. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead, head back over to those 3 targets at the tree, and get to digging. Alright you guys, so this is going to conclude day 1, guys. Brando had a bunch of weird little targets right here. I turned around and ended up with a bunch of weird targets over there, but so far what we got is real good treasure. So I want to first start off with some of the good ones that we got. So
There's our first find.
Beautiful Morgan silver, guys. Absolutely awesome. Now, the way those look right here is because of that rinse aid I was telling you guys about. All I do is set it up in that rinse aid, let it sit for a while, a couple hours, and all your clays, your dirt, all the muck starts coming off immediately. Then we got ourselves a 1950s era nickel.
Yeah.
I'm going to call this goofy thing a mercury dime because it just looks like one. It's been super smushed. And then we got a 1950s era quarter. And then my fine treasure, I ended up finding, yet again, another Indian head penny. I can't believe we got that one. So guys, I think, oh,
Yeah.
I see some of your trash right there.
Some of my treasure. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
My aluminum cans there.
Good Lord. So guys, like I said, that's going to conclude today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure to leave us a like. Be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification button and leave us a comment down below. Well, good morning everybody. It is officially day 2, guys. We've got a couple more targets to go. I'm not going to be digging them this time around. Brando's going to be with us for another couple hours before he has to go off and take care of his appointments. So today I'm going to show you what he'll be digging. I'm going to be over back where he was at yesterday, and I'll be checking that out with the CTX 3030 to see if we can get a pinpoint on those goofy targets he just couldn't get into. So let me show those real quick here. So we're going to go ahead and take out about all those targets you see there along the side. And we're going to be getting those. So there's a total of 5 of those all together. You guys can see all of those. And Brendan's going to quickly go check those out before he splits. If we find anything, guys, you're going to be the first to know. I'm going to finish my coffee and then get after those targets over here. So we'll catch you in a bit. So guys, Brando did end up finding something earlier on. He found a small 3/8 washer, maybe. Pretty old. So he's right now going after another treasure. See if he's going to get anything up out of there. Any luck? Well, I got your sensitivity up way high, so it should go off real easy. Well, he's got a few more targets to go, guys, so we're going to go ahead, keep at, he's going to go ahead and get to it, and then if he finds anything, guys, I'll go ahead and come back to you. So, guys, it was an excellent trip. We didn't get totally skunked, guys. We got a few treasures along the way in these last 2 days, so I'm about to show you those right now. So first and foremost, we obviously have our premier coin that we discovered earlier, and that would be this gorgeous Morgan silver, 1898. Unexpected wear is what you would find out there in the ground. And then we got obviously some trash that we found, some decent stuff. I just turned around and found a set of keys out there. Yeah, them have been in there for a while. I ended up finding a marble, so that's kind of interesting. And then we got 2 awesome old school Indian head pennies. As you guys can see there, I got one from 1908 and then another one from 1902, guys. We've got Brando's awesome quarter he discovered. I think now that I'm looking at it, that booger is a 1979. Now that I've finally been able to actually get some of that dirt and grime to get up off in it. And then we ended up with another unique wheat scent. This one's much earlier, as you can see there. That guy right there is a 1951. Sorry about that, guys. And a couple regular modern scents. They were about an inch or so up off in the dirt, so not surprising to me at all. And we got some other older ones in there as well. That one there we're going to have to do some work on, but that one's definitely an old Lincoln scent. And then we got Brando's nickel that he discovered, so not too bad. Not too bad. That one there is a, let's take a look. Now that I got it somewhat cleaned up, so that is a 1957. And then we have a smushed what looks to be now a dime. So that definitely is a dime. Boy, did that go through some whatever going on there. Look at that. That sucker got squished. A couple pop tops. He found himself what looks to be a grommet. And then there's a couple of these that I can't show on YouTube because they are unspent rounds. But that is a 308 British Arms centerfire cartridge. And I found 5 more about 3 inches down from where this guy was. And this one was sitting just how I'm showing it to you, so it was just pointing straight down in the dirt. And then the other ones were too far from it. And that was kind of interesting. Definitely all full of gunk in there. I did the best I could with a sprayer. Get it all out of there. So not too bad. Whew. I definitely had a blast today. I know Brando did. Got a bit frustrated. We went back over those targets I had set up for him this morning. Not so much luck. Like I said, he had a couple pop tops and some oddballs and a bunch of aluminum, unfortunately. And that's just how it is when it comes down to metal detecting, guys. You can turn around and dig a pound of trash in order to get that 1 ounce of treasure. And that's exactly what we did today, guys. That there is a find and a half. I am so super excited about this, guys. I've got now 4 of these boogers out of there, and they're all about the same date, guys. And then, of course, we got our 2 Indian heads. That includes up to 10 of these now. 2 Indian head scents right off from here at the pine tree. And I guarantee there's probably a bunch more targets sitting up here. So today, if you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to leave us a like. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification button. Make certain you're going to get all of the notifications for all of our upcoming episodes. We are nearing the end of the season, so we're going to be trying to close up, getting as much of the sands and stuff like we can. Right now, it's just kind of a rush and go. So until next time, guys, my name's William. Thank you guys so much for viewing, and I'll see you next Monday.